Not what the action is. There's probably action somewhere else, guys. I can't be at all locations at one time. They have broken it up into several different groups to make it die out.
We need to get in there and survive here. I'm just playing, bro. Excuse her, no one's fucking Donald Trump. Sorry. Wow. She lighting up on y'all niggas. She said y'all got her fucked up. I had a motherfucking kite. Oh, hell no, she got a reason thing. Don't put out in the picture. Look at him. He's like, y'all motherfuckers need to go on. Y'all let me turn up. Bub? Sir, you see Bub. He don't stop the black guy right there. Yo. Right there. He look cool, so you look cool. I like oh my God, they getting closer, bro, to the police. Don't get crazy. You don't even got rubber guns in their motherfucking guns. That's getting hurt. You got that? They get caught when they get caught. If we ain't scared of the Lord's return, why do y'all think we afraid of some damn rubber bullets? Hell no! They get caught. If we ain't scared of the Lord's return, why do you think we afraid of a damn rubber bullet? Look at this man right here. Sir, I know you look like you caught some motherfucker. I know you look like okay, I'm sorry. He's not sorry. He's not sorry. Don't have me over here by my motherfucker. Oh shit. Don't have me by myself. Everyone in the area of Alameda second, you need to disperse in the area of immediately. Disperse in southbound Alameda and eastbound on 3rd.
So it sounds like they're gonna get ready to push, guys. They're requesting for they request everybody to leave southbound Alameda. Then those officers over there on the block off Alameda. Yeah, they have officers ready to move in, guys, to block off, line up Alameda and 2nd Street, east and west. So the only travel direction that they're able to go right now is going to be southbound, and they're requesting for them to go over to 3rd Street. Everybody's leaving. Most of everybody's leaving, guys. I'll move to do that. I'll move to do that. So they all left, guys.
Lights out,
it looks like they're gonna gain access right here, guys, and make their way up. So it looks like they're going to be trying to box everybody in somewhere down the street here. They have enough officers on scene now to box everybody in, start arresting people, call it a night. They have a lot of officers now on scene now. They won't arrest me. They'll probably detain me for a little bit, and then after they see I'm pressed, show my press credentials, they'll let me go. A couple more officers. There they go running. This is Alameda and 2nd Street. Alameda 2nd Street intersection.
Press. You dropped your shirt.
gave it away earlier. Sorry. I had two and I busted one. Lady busted one.
Hey, come on, he didn't do nothing. You don't need to watch me drop one of your bullets. You drop one of your bullets.
Back up,
This is it right here, guys. When they're gonna block everybody right here, they're gonna kill everybody in already. They're gonna send officers over here, and this is it. Whoever stays here will be arrested. Hey, there's Anthony.
What's up, everybody? We better be donating to the live stream right now, chat. We had Hassan Piker out here earlier.
Who?
Hassan Piker? He's like a big YouTuber. Big YouTuber.
Mickey Mason was here too. What's his name? The gambler that claims that he won $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he was here a little while. So they have enough officers on scene, guys, to kill everybody in right now. They have pushed everybody from 2nd Street on Alameda. Here we go. So from here, guys, they have blocked off this thing.
There's a bitch here. There's a bitch on me. Push my wife. I swear to God, one of you motherfuckers get trying to knocked out. There's a bitch here. Put that shit down. Get down with me. Get down with me one-on-one, bitch. All you motherfuckers are bitches on me. Fucking chump like motherfuckers. You like sucking chump dick. You, all you motherfuckers. Fuck all you motherfuckers. Straight up. I'm gonna fight them motherfucking push my wife too. I'm gonna knock you motherfuckers out. Fuck LAPD too. Bitch motherfuckers. Got some bitches on me. Straight up. I'm gonna fight them motherfuckers against my wife. Fuck guys, what's up, homie? Straight up.
Right here. That's what we doing. You're right up there. I'm here. Protest. Peaceful protest.
So they have gathered everybody in now, guys. They're not letting nobody go that way or this way.
Oh shit! I didn't even know.
I told you they're gonna kill everybody in. We'll get out right now. You wanna go down that way?
You know what I fucking forgot out? First batch and my fucking ID, bro.
You're screwed then.
I'm fucked.
Yeah, I was telling you. Right
I have pictures of them.
Okay, that's good.
Hopefully they'll be like, yeah, that's fine. I'll just show them my social. I'll be like, come.
Yeah. Alright, so let's get down this way.
you motherfuckers a bitch, homie, straight up. Pushing a fucking female, really? You're really gonna push my white motherfucker?
SB 98, which turned into 409.7, allows media, press to stay within the dispersal orders, and you're allowed to leave.
All you fools are bitches, homie. Really, y'all feel tough for fucking pushing my white fucking bitches? All you motherfuckers are bitches, homie, straight up. I get down with anybody, motherfucker. You push my white, I'll fuck your ass up, homie, straight up.
Sorry guys, it's so dark here because of I want to hurry up. There we go,
Cousin! Get it!
So they have blocked everybody in here, guys. No, they're gonna start arresting whoever stayed in here.
How do we get out?
Okay, so our options are yes or violence. Just to be clear. Seriously.
Where's the person to exit from? Where's the person to exit? Okay. All right, sounds good. Thank you, sir. So we're gonna start arresting everybody in here right now who disobey the dispersal orders. Press will be able to leave. I just asked them, he said, just wait here, we'll get the press out right now, and everybody else here will be arrested. Let's just get the press is getting out. All right, guys, so we're out of here.
You need a fucking press box. Hey, someone trespass. People walk through. That's all it is, a fucking trespass. These fuckers fucking sandwiching you. Overtime. 3 years of overtime. 3 years of overtime.
Show you guys. So here we go. So now we're moving forward. The people.
Let's go!
Hey, Leva, you need a break, Leva, you've been super aggressive. Supervisor, Leva's too aggressive. Leva, you're pissed, bro. Look at you. Everyone's chill. Everyone's chill. You're fucking pissed, like, you're the one aggressive. It's you, Leva. Are you the commander? Dude, this guy, give him a 10-minute break. Leva's too aggressive. Leva, dude. Chill the fuck out, Leva.
That help, guys, with the phone being too dark.
Let them go! Let them go! Lock down!
So back there, guys, everybody has been kindling. Let's see if we can get it up there. We're over there already.
Hey, how do you feel, Rodriguez? How do you feel, Rodriguez? Knowing that you're doing this against your own people. Tell me how you feel, Rodriguez. I know you hear me. Look alive, Rodriguez. Hey, yeah, post me on your Instagram. Yeah, keep that phone up. Post me on your Instagram. You got a cop on his phone. 911. Huh? 911. Nah, just post me on Instagram and tag me at that point. So another day at work, huh?
here.
What's up, Jeremy?
Let me go say hi to Jeremy real quick.
What's up, brother? Long time no see. Whoa! In the area. Move! In the area! In the area! Leva, Paulson, the biggest fucking.
They almost blew up themselves, guys. So the other people will be arrested, guys. There's about 20, 30 people that stayed in that group. The rest of them were press. So all the press is leaving little by little. So, you know, at least 20 to 30 people will be arrested for refusing to leave in the unlawful assembly. Woo! That was crazy, guys. This guy's ridiculous. Yeah, that's one of those mortars, guys. Those fireworks that shoot up all the way up, like, I don't know how many, 50, 100, 150 feet up in there and blow up and give you a nice show. That's what that was. One of the 4-inch, 5-inch mortars. far, but they're coming back now, guys. The line.
Baseball protest! 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 Baseball protest!
Firework, 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 firework. You could donate through Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, and gifts and go. Our Cash App is not working. I don't know why. But everybody who wants to donate, I greatly appreciate it. And everybody who has, thank you so much. It's to pay for lodging, pay for my days off, and keeps me on the road. I am staying here tonight. Get some rest, and I'll be back out here. Probably not too early tomorrow. Probably be about 12, 1. And then we can stay out. I've been starting very early lately and getting up very early. So maybe tomorrow we can shift it a little bit. Start a little later and stay out later. And to move somewhere else, I can't cover them all, guys. This was pretty big a little while ago. Helicopters here. Say, just but the LAPD helicopter being out here gives us that this is a lot more dangerous for the officers. They are throwing mortars at them right now. Behind them, guys. So now they're screaming there's police behind them over here. So they have started to run away. Down here saying that there's gonna be police gonna get carried away in here too. Somebody said Central and Second. Well, I'm behind Central and Second. This is the crowd you guys are looking at somewhere else. This is Central and Second. Oh, 3rd Street. This is Central and 3rd. Thank you. So when they come back in, now that everybody left, we'll come back and report this. They allow us to come through. Ride, guys. Right here. Comes the ride. We get to get front. You guys gonna get front view seats of the arrest, guys. For those of you guys saying to go here, go there. I can't cover all areas at one time. You guys are more than welcome to watch the streamer you guys are watching for that area. But when they get some good content here of actual arrests happening instead of people just being pushed out. Don't get in that. Hey, if it was yesterday, I might have gone in there. I needed some rides the other night. But no. A couple of presses on the outside, that's it. The rest of them, the people are being arrested right now are in that side over there, all circled in. I'm not gonna get arrested, guys. They let me out of the group with my press credentials from there. The only people getting arrested are corner into that corner where we're seeing right now. That's the view. There's press out here. There's a couple of them right here. For those of you just joining right now, we're on 3rd Street in Alameda, the intersection of 3rd Street and Alameda. This is the north side of the intersection. Us guys, but those officers that were behind us, they're about a block away now. Where I came through, they're about a block away. I took my watermark off on purpose, guys. I want to get this footage clean, and I could re-add the watermark on the other side. do have Venmo, guys. You guys can find that. Just gotta find that on that link tree. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App's not working for whatever reason. Sell information. The mods just posted my email for sale information, and then we have gifts and goes. Greatly appreciate it, guys. It keeps me out here. I'll be out here tomorrow as well. Gets lodging, meals, and so forth. Everything we need to stream. Girl, how's it going? guys. They do have the bigger bus behind.
Circle back this way. Well, I know there's a skirmish line. They can make that right and then make that. I don't think there's.
It's pretty volatile with fireworks, so I don't know if I'm going to give up ground.
Don't ruin it for us, guys. Come on. Don't ruin it for us. Watch behind you.
Not on the sidewalk, please.
Thank you. You cannot be in the street, okay, for safety reasons.
Can you guys please move? We had the shot. Yes. Come on, guys. We had the shot. You guys just came up.
I'm not trying to get in your shot, I'm sorry.
Your camera guy is. What happens? They ruin it for everybody. Now we're on the. Got rid of our angle. They're not arresting press. Once every press credentials with you, you'll be fine.
We've asked you once, you gotta be on the sidewalk, or else we have to ask you to leave. Please, thank you.
We've been here for how long?
Okay, cool. This guy right in front of us. just stepped right in front of us. What about that phenomenon?
Blocking your shot.
No, but you're like right in the mix of us, bro. Go around, go to find another spot. Just can't show up to a scene and get in front of people already here.
Okay, I've been here longer than you have.
Been here longer than I have. Sure. Okay.
Been here longer, it's like you step right in front of us. Just asking 3 times to get out of the street. Hold me there, bro.
Catch up one through Coconut. Guys, after this, I'm gonna call it a night. I know they're probably rioting, looting, or whatever, but we've been out here all day. I can't be everywhere at one time. We're getting some decent content right now, and somebody might be getting some other decent content.
They had their zip ties, and when we spoke with our Lori Perez just a couple of minutes ago, we saw at least a dozen or so demonstrators being taken into custody. They went willingly, and we believe that that's possibly their plan, as that is their way to still demonstrate. We'll be back with more news after this break.
We prepare you for the entire day. We look at events to see if there are any concerts, games happening, big events just across Southern California, to make sure you're not surprised on your drive, wherever you're going, whatever time of the day.
At AAA, the most important thing is family. Join our family and discover auto coverage that's as individual as you are, priced just right for your journey. Call 844-AAA Insurance or visit AAA.com for an auto insurance quote today.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
Parade is the winner of the Tony Award for Best Musical Revival. And now it's coming to the Amundsen Theater in Los
Next to me is Jeremy, guys. A lot of you guys know Jeremy, LAOC.TV. I don't know if they let Anthony go. We'll find out right now if he comes up or not. Everybody who's coming over from Germany and subbing. There's a bigger bus behind that. Jeremy's live on Jeremy Reed, Jeremy R-E-E-D on YouTube, guys. He's not live on the LAOC TV channel. Jeremy's a good buddy of mine. We streamed together about 3 years ago here. You know, I've probably been with him on 2 occasions where we came out and streamed police calls in Los Angeles. small group left, guys. A small group left.
And so they'll have to deal with this. Obviously, it's difficult for them to see through the smoke, but this is why they came with 3 city blocks of cops to be able to facilitate what they need to do here. They've kind of stopped that smoke. I don't know if it was smoke or tear gas, but it definitely helped create distance between the officers and the deputies and the crowd there. And then, they'll have to, once they get out of this, little corridor here on 2nd Street, if they push further, the law enforcement's going to have to get wider to be able to cover, some of the ground as they come into the intersection. So they'll make some sort of tactical plan, I'm sure, and try to figure out how to do this and see what these guys are doing. You see the officers, I can't tell what they
picked up something.
Yeah, went over there and grabbed something. I can't really tell what it was, but they went over there and grabbed something and brought it back. And so, it's interesting because you've got the front group on that line. You see some people sitting, they've got their hands up, but then from the back of the crowd, you have that. You have people throwing fireworks. There's a bottle right there. So it's a really interesting picture when you see the people in the front trying to say, no, our hands are up, we're not doing anything. And then in the back of the crowd, they're throwing water bottles and fireworks.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
Okay.
Oh, throwing them directly.
Tom is on the ground. Tom, what are you seeing? This is getting pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was getting pretty crazy. We just moved back because at this point, there's no way that police are not going to respond to these fireworks and the other projectiles that are being thrown. So it's only a matter of time before this escalates even further. And that police will move in at some point. We were just concerned that if they did something sudden and the crowd, surged back toward us, we would get trampled. Obviously, it's been so chaotic here. And I'm sure you can probably see from the chopper shot that, there's just a lot of stuff being thrown. And as that escalates, it's just going to make this even more dangerous. It's just this simmering thing right now that will ultimately come to a boil. There's no question about it. And it's kind of, I don't even know if you can tell when you hear those booms, like that boom it's very loud. I mean, it is like an explosion, it sounds like. I mean, it's like a firecracker that's like going off in your ear. It's so loud. It's really surreal, honestly, looking at the way this is playing out. And I'm sure, that the police can't let this go on much longer, right?
Well, it's interesting. We noticed which we saw happen last night too, when they would throw the tear gas, the canisters, and officers would try to kick it back at them like a soccer play.
Say bad game of soccer, yeah.
Yeah. So now it's pretty incredible. I ask you this question, Mike. We know these are primarily Ventura County police or police from other jurisdictions. So LAPD,
you can see the PDs.
They observing all of this, and maybe they'll make something. They surround, create a perimeter.
Yeah, and I'm trying to look.
We have enough of them.
CHP's got a fixed-wing aircraft above, so they at least have eyes on it that way. Certainly, if we're in a mutual aid situation, Ventura County Sheriff, CHP, absolutely could call an unlawful assembly. Now, they just don't, LAPD is kind enough to tweet it for us, so we can keep an eye on when that happens. But these officers certainly could be able to do that. Everybody you see in the black is CHP. That's primarily their special response team, mixed in with other officers as well. And then behind them, and it looks like those guys are a little bit further back now, but behind them, that's where we saw the Ventura County, right there, that second line, is the Ventura County Sheriff's deputies. So you've got that front line, and the reason that CHP is probably in front is because they appear to be a little bit more prepared for the situation. They're in a bit more tactical gear there, as you see. And then we'll have this situation here where now you've got this big gap between the protesters and the officers, and then eventually the protesters will start. See, that I think was CHP throwing something.
It looked like one of the protesters picked something up, had his or her hands in the air, and then was hit by something coming from the other direction just now. Yeah,
there should be an officer, I think, on the right side of the screen that's got a launcher that they were launching. This is what we saw them do last night, too. That is launching the tear gas canisters over into the crowd. And they have some good distance on those things, too. They were able to shoot them pretty far to get them into the crowd. And you saw right there. So that guy, see him moving around with the black? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's one of the tear gas launchers. Right here. And it was very effective on the crowd. And John, if you can go back over to the crowd, I want to see how far back they went. Because that's what we saw yesterday, too, on the freeway. It doesn't feel good. And so This will really weed out the people who are like, okay, it's time to go home, and the other people who are here to, cause problems. And as you see the crowd start to move, I believe that is down Alameda, John? I'm sorry, I keep saying Alameda, San Pedro. So they're now moving kind of in a southwesterly direction down South San Pedro.
There is no way, I'm asking a question, are they concerned about the exits? Do they have them blocked off, or do they feel they don't need to do that?
I think at this point, we're pretty far, and they're moving in the opposite direction of the freeway.
Okay.
So I don't think that we're in a situation, unless they were to circle back and go back to the north, we're moving away from the freeway pretty significantly away. So I think we're okay on the freeway right now.
And they also have to think about the buildings above them. There are a lot of tall buildings, rooftops all around them that they also have to, keep an eye on from all directions. And they were really holding their line, exercising a lot of restraint. And then you saw from the crowd projectiles, fireworks. At one point, there were little fires started in that police line, and that's when they really started responding.
It really is, and I was even having a conversation with our executive producer about the temperature of this crowd, and when we had talked, it was like, yes, the protesters are there, the cops are there, but things seemed to be okay, and then all of a sudden it wasn't.
Okay, let's go back to our Tom Wade. He's back online with us. Tom, are you still hearing loud bangs and... Yeah, you are.
Oh yeah, I mean it's nonstop, right, Pat? It's going nonstop, and I can tell you though, it looks like but now they're like firing into the walls. It looks like. I mean, I don't even know where they're aiming these things, but it looks like a lot of the people in the crowd have dropped back, and it looks like some were hit by tear gas because they're trying to clear their eyes. But yeah, they're still firing these fireworks into. One of them looked like it was shot into a building, but they do look like they're being fired at police. But as you probably have that better vantage point, whether or not I can't tell if they're coming from the police or from the CHP.
Yeah, those are from CHP.
But yeah,
Tom.
people are dropping back. Oh, they are? Okay, yeah. I mean, that's what I thought. The other ones, I could kind of tell when you were saying that it was coming from CHP. It's a different sound, and I could see there one of our other news stations. Their truck was trapped in the crowd. They're trying to get out. Obviously this is so volatile. Thankfully we were parked a little bit further away, and I'm sure they're just relieved to get out of there. But yeah, you can see now, or I can even see now from this vantage point, it looks like they've really cleared out a lot of the people. But there are still, a scattered bunch of crowd, and I can tell they're about to surge again. They're moving back toward us, and then they kind of charge back toward the office. And I don't know if they're like making a barricade. It sounded like they knocked something over. Yeah, oh wow. Okay, they're all surging toward, and perhaps like a car, I think. Oh my gosh, this is nuts. Okay, so they're all, you might be able to see they're like behind a car right now. Now everyone's running. Oop, now everyone's running. All right, everyone's running.
Oh, that's a trash can. Are there people pushing the trash can?
They gave it one good push and go right into the officers.
Oh, the one guy stopped it.
Yeah.
All right, so that was just being annoying, if you will.
Right.
Right. Thank goodness there was nothing in the dumpster.
And now you've got the crowd that has splintered. Some of them went down San Pedro. Some of them are down on 2nd Street, which is good because it makes the crowd smaller. But at the same time, it makes it kind of harder for law enforcement to figure out which way they want to go. So we'll probably see law enforcement stay at this intersection until they can figure out how they want to push, or if they'll split and push both ways. We'll have to see how they handle it. But they've had to kind of spread out now because of the distance and the wide area now that they're sitting in here at the intersection.
And thank goodness we don't see stores being vandalized.
Yeah.
And last night they were at, was it an AM, PM, or a gas station?
Yes, like a Chevron or something, I think.
Downtown?
Yeah, and that's when, and I think that's where Lori was. That's where the van thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they got there, all the lights at the gas station turned off, and that business was like, no, thank you, we don't want any of this.
Smell the pepper
and then they kind of, stayed there for a while. They lit 2 trash cans on fire there. They didn't really do any damage to it, but they hung out there for a pretty decent amount of time.
Well, I'm sure law enforcement is stationed in various locations. We're seeing a majority of them now, as you mentioned, though, but they aren't LAPD. So obviously, pardon me, LAPD is at different locations that we're not necessarily focused on right now.
Right.
Which is helpful.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and that's the design of mutual aid, is that last night what was happening is these guys would move, and so we had a pocket that was almost in, Chinatown, and then all of a sudden they popped up near LA Live, which geographically is the total opposite end of downtown, and it made it difficult for LAPD to hurry up and get over there.
Okay, they're doing something. They're moving in.
Yeah, they've got those pepper balls trained on the remainder of the crowd that went down San Pedro here. And there you see, so that is CHP. I know they look like fireworks sometimes, but that's CHP shooting more tear gas to keep the crowd moving.
Well, they seem to be moving.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, it seems to be working, and let's see, they seem definitely more at the ready now, and an increased number as far as the line. They're 2 or 3 deep in some instances, and they have been taking a lot of projectiles, fireworks. At one point, there was a small fire started where they were, now a dumpster that they had to fend off. So they are, they've been on defense for a while now, and then they went on offense and dispersed the crowd.
You know, I haven't heard about any more arrests. You wonder if they're still doing that, if they're still taking people into custody. I know that was a rather different location where they had those buses.
Yeah, I actually think, John, can you show that to us? John's in a spot, Sky Cal is who I'm referring to when I talk about John. He's in a spot where he can usually see both. So, John, I don't know if you can go back to Alameda and see if they're still facilitating those arrests over there. It's just, I think Sky Cal's almost like right on top of it. So he'll pan over, and we should be able to see where that location was. Yeah, it was right here. And it looks like they're just about done with that. I mean, they're probably still processing people. You still have the bus there. But I don't necessarily see any more protesters in this location.
Well, look how many vehicles are there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe a couple.
It's a big law enforcement presence for sure. And you can see a lot of the officers moving in right now across that intersection. So there must be something going on, some sort of information they have. They're forming a line at one of the crosswalks and then moving across the street.
So this corner and that corner.
Yeah.
And they've got this one lined up as well.
And this is all LAPD right here.
Yeah.
So clearly they coordinated this with multiple agencies, and this is a coordinated approach now. I'm sure they knew to expect something like this given the events of the past few days.
Right. Yeah, and this situation looks like, pretty wrapped up at this point. I mean, there was those people that we saw with Lori that were being taken into custody. By the way, a CNN reporter was detained at that location as well. And detained, put in handcuffs briefly, and then escorted out of the area. It doesn't sound like they ever processed him or took him, but I was just looking at our, we're a CNN affiliate technically, so I was looking at some of the video they were putting up on the server of that interaction happening. CNN crew it says they were removed by police from a protest zone in downtown, but this reporter was, had his hands behind his back, and the security guard that they were with, and they were escorted out with their hands behind their back. From that location.
I wonder if that's because they didn't disperse when they asked them to.
Yeah, we're not exempt from that. We work with our local law enforcement about where we're supposed to be, where it's safe for us. Certainly, we have a constitutional right to do what we're doing, but to an extent. And we go to trainings with law enforcement to be able to know where we're okay to be in certain situations.
And if they say move, you move.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to Tom Waite. Tom, have you changed your position?
I just moved back a little to avoid being pepper bombed or pepper sprayed. But I'm like right in that same intersection that we've been talking about. I mean, we're just, just a little back from it at 2nd and San Pedro. So the crowd is dispersed, as I'm sure you can probably see a bit, but there's still a lot of people that are still here. It's just more scattered. And we're still hearing these huge booms, and I don't know where those are coming from, if those are from the CHP or the officers or from the people here in the street. But yeah, there's people lingering. There's a number of people kind of watching on the side. That has to be from the CHP. Those two boom sounds. Yeah, I don't. What is that, Mike? Is that a flash bomb or is that?
It's a mix of tear. Sometimes they're using tear gas. Most of the time they're using tear gas, but they're shooting it out of a launcher. So it shoots and then it delay kind of, I don't want to say explodes, but ignites, and so it looks like a firework. We see it flash like a firework, but it's actually a canister of tear gas.
I wonder where they're shooting it because we're directly in front of them, and I don't see them landing. I did see one. Oh wait, I think I see where one of them hit, but we're like directly in front of them. I mean, obviously down the street. So I'm wondering which direction are they firing it toward, like on to San Pedro?
Yeah, they're standing in the intersection.
Are they
and
landing on
shooting
second?
it towards San Pedro? So there's a couple of officers right there on the corner
got it,
of the intersection, and then shooting it down San Pedro.
Okay. Yeah, and it looks like some of the folks that are here still are kind of moving back toward the intersection now. It definitely feels like, like they're not ready to give up this confrontation. But I would say officers and CHP will have them outnumbered pretty shortly if they don't already.
Well, we're looking at a number of people in your shot where they just look like they're looky-loos, or they're there just to see what they can see. Some of them are holding flags. Others we can see running. And a lot of people they're live streaming. They're using this as a social media event. You can tell.
Yeah, exactly, Pat. Yeah, that's so true. Now everyone's running again, so that must mean they fired some sort of pepper spray or some sort of pepper ball in this direction because everybody's surging back. And you could hear the rapid fire, boom, boom, boom. They are being more aggressive, meaning the CHP or the officers, and it's in succession. And it's there's a woman I can hear just to my left. She's offering people eye washing if they've been affected by the pepper spray. I actually can't feel any of it yet or taste it. What I can smell and sort of taste is the smell of paint because people are tagging the buildings, and the smell is so strong. At first I thought it was pepper spray, and I just saw the guy next to me, he's moved. He had a huge can of red spray paint in his back pocket, and I don't know if it was him or someone else who has red spray paint, but the building to my right, this federal something building, has got a bunch of red tagged spray paint stuff all over the walls. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm seeing more officers now, and I'm seeing fewer in the crowd. You can tell that these tactics are having the desired effect for LAPD officers. There's much fewer people here, and I think that the just sort of shock and awe of the boom boom and then of course of the tear gas, it's enough to, I mean, that stuff is very effective. There are people here that have gas masks on though. There's a lot of people, and sort of face masks as well, but I think there are people here with goggles and all kinds of things to try to stop the spray paint from or not spray paint, from the pepper spray from affecting them.
And Tom, are you on 2nd Street or you're on 2nd Street, right?
Yeah, I'm on 2nd Street. I'm looking at the San Pedro sign. Yeah, I'm looking at from my vantage point, so I can see the San Pedro street sign like from the traffic light from where I'm standing, and we're like a half block back. We were right on top of it, for a bit, but then it was just getting too tense and too volatile. Like our photographer here, Anna, who's doing an amazing job, was like, this is the moment, and she was absolutely right, because after that, I think the CHP really started engaging and deploying their less than lethal tactics.
Well, it's I don't think you can see from our vantage point, Tom, but where those officers have apparently, CHP, a lot of them have moved from that front line position further into the crowd, and we've seen the crowd periodically move up these dumpsters, and it almost looked like they were trying to form a line full of dumpsters, as if that would stop law enforcement from coming through. And now we see a vehicle going pretty fast here. Looks like they're going to try to be closer. Now they're going to turn around.
And Pat, I think the officers are pushing forward too. Mm-hmm. They may be doing that move where they rush forward. Oh, yeah, and there's
vehicle was this car was going to try to go through, but no, they turned around and they're coming back the opposite direction.
Which really is the best situation.
Okay, so so I don't know. The crowd's responding again. They're kind of pushing back, but I can't really see. Oh, I see. Oh, look, you can see. Yeah, the officers have now formed a line, and they're moving further and further down 2nd Street, and they are pushing the crowd back to the point where Yeah, they've almost cleared the entire crowd. Now this, okay, that a little scary there for a second. I thought there's a Toyota Corolla that accelerated very quickly toward the officers, and it was unclear what it was going to do, but the driver turned around now. So that's good. Everything just seems volatile right now, right? After several days of this, you just don't know. Yeah, no, this is all right.
and Tom, I want to just point out to our viewers really quickly, if we can, put the inset back with Tom in the helicopter, because so where Tom is on 2nd Street, where SkyCal is San Pedro Street. Now you have the officers at the intersection there. They have split into 2 lines. So you have a line of officers that are walking down 2nd Street to where Tom is, and then you have a second line of officers that is walking down San Pedro Street. So earlier when we talked about how on 2nd Street there were 3 blocks of law enforcement officers that were moving through the area, that's why, so that they could split, and half of them could go down 2nd Street, and half of them could go down San Pedro Street. As we begin shortly here, KCAL News at 10, Juan Fernandez, Susie Sa here with us at the anchor desk. This is certainly the most activity we have seen in quite some time tonight, guys.
You know, we thought it was a quieter evening when we came to you last. First of all, during the 7 o'clock hours when we saw the protests really thin out, and the crowds were really thinning out, and there were no dispersal orders officially at the time, but police did have some big vans or a big bus ready to detain people if need be, but we actually didn't see that happen.
By the time that we handed over the newscast to Ruta Bay and Pat, things seemed calm. I walked away feeling like, okay, perhaps the worst of the night is over, but of course, as the evening progressed, we did see things get a little more tense. But there from SkyCal, Mike, you're looking at a pretty clear street. So I'm guessing it's just smaller groups of protesters that are hanging back.
Yeah, well, and thankfully what happened is, and this is what happens every time law enforcement pushes forward, they've splintered. So you had a group go down 2nd, you had a group go down San Pedro, which made the group a lot smaller, which of course is good news, because every time the group splits, that's what we want, is for it to get smaller. So Tom is there on 2nd Street, the chopper is looking at San Pedro Street, and on San Pedro Street anyway, there seems to be a few more people, but they're very, very spread out, and there's even, I think even less people on 2nd Street where Tom is.
All right, for those of us just joining us right now, this is KCAL News at 10 o'clock, another night of protests against immigration raids here in Southern California.
Well, within the last few minutes, things have escalated dramatically, with protesters firing fireworks at police.
And police are out in force in downtown LA. We counted more than 50 police cars, look at this, from departments across Southern California, all lined up and blocking streets.
Well, on night 4 of the protest, police are doing mass arrests. Our KCAL News crew there, as officers are cuffing people who ignored an order to leave.
And the protests also spreading south to Santa Ana. Tensions between police and protesters boiling over, with law enforcement going into the crowd to go after this guy in the yellow hoodie.
Also tonight, Marines are reportedly rolling toward downtown LA after the defense secretary mobilized hundreds of them. Another 2,000 National Guard troops.
So you disagree with what the guy did?
Hell yeah, everyone did. Everyone everyone's on the same page. Like, stop fucking looting. They beat them up because obviously there's limits to protest. And eventually it's not a protest anymore.
All right, you guys stay safe out here, man. So as you guys heard, the looting happened at a sushi place, and that's when the officers moved in and shot off tear gas into the crowd. So all the crowds are pretty much done, huh?
Yeah. Push all the way up.
Push all the way up. What's this? What street am I at? What street am I at? Okay, so the next street up will be Main Street probably. Yeah, Main Street. I can't record them tagging, guys. If I start doing that, I'm out here by myself. They'll turn on me. And some of you guys might say, well, how come you don't catch their faces? That's what, if I want to be able to stay out here and bring you guys coverage of the middle of the night, that's the first thing to start attacking the cameraman. So we gotta be smart when we're out here. I gotta be smart. Keep my head on the swivel. We catch what we catch when we're passing by, but not stop. We lower down this brightness. But all right, guys, it looks like everybody's just dispersion all over the place. The big incident you guys told me about, we just talked to those kids back there, young guys. They said that one of the guys broke into the sushi place, stole the cash register, and everybody started beating them up. I don't know if that's what happened, but that's what they told me happened. So I want to thank you all. Man, I didn't realize how much I'm hurting from my side until I started walking again. Out of breath. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody who's helping me out. Financially, thank you, everybody who's just watching. Thank you, mods, for another long day of work you guys put in. Y'all stay safe, fam. We'll catch you. We'll pick it up tomorrow around 1 p.m., 2 p.m. We'll see. Until then, y'all stay safe. Be blessed. Catch you on the next one.
Kind of bearing the brunt of what's going on out here tonight with these protesters. We can get you to some video right now, though. Sorry, I had to clear my throat from that pepper for a second. So the first video we're taking a look at here is the protest earlier tonight. So dozens of people out here descending on the federal building in downtown Santa Ana. Most of them just protesting with signs. However, some people are vandalizing buildings. There's lots of derogatory spray painted messages. Some of them just on small businesses out here. again, more of those fireworks going off. And you guys, I
it's
just
starting to get a little
lost
late,
my
and they're
ability
gonna be
to
going
hear
again
you, but I
tomorrow,
think you
I'm
can
sure.
still hear me. So I'm going to
So
keep on
thank
going
you for
out
watching.
here.
I
The
really
next video we
appreciate it.
have
I
here
hope to
is
see
you
you
can
again
see
tomorrow.
the police response
Bye.
from earlier this afternoon.